11:05, time for some squats. This is the first time since my deload, putting some weight on the bar, and really was not expecting a good squat workout going into this. I've been dealing with some weird sort of sickness. I honestly cannot tell you what it is, but I feel like my throat's kind of closing off. It makes it really hard to breathe, but I don't have a sore throat, so it's really odd. It feels like I have strep, like how the breathing, everything feels, but I don't have any soreness. I've been dealing with it for about 3 days. So this was after the workout where I just destroyed my hamstrings, came back. That was the first set of 5 for 385. Now the goal going into this workout was to hit 385 for 5. That's kind of a warm-up. I still recorded it just to take a look at it. Hit 405 for 5, which that was a rep PR not too long ago. And then I really wanted to try and hit 435 for a triple. And the most I'd ever done 435 is a single. And I had managed 425 for a double, but been struggling to get more reps, higher weight. And then if that went well, even if I only got a double, I wanted to try and do 455 for a single. You can see here, I'm just trying really hard to find some music. I have no idea how people do this music thing. Obviously, my phone has all sorts of different music on there. I've got stuff for Christmas that my wife likes listening to. Just some slow music, some fun music for the kids. And it's just all jumbled together in there. But I found something that I like. Look at that, just completely ineffective at moving that rack. Yeah. So, definitely looking forward to getting the new rack. I'm hoping I'll be getting that shortly before Christmas, or maybe after Christmas. We'll see. So, this is 435, and this is what I wanted to go ahead and try really hard and hit for a triple. First rep actually had some decent speed there. Second rep a little bit slower, but I'm still pretty happy with that. And that one was definitely slower, so the third one was definitely a challenge. But that was exciting, you know, hitting a triple there. That was definitely exciting. Alright, I decided to leave this in so you guys can laugh. First thing is laugh at my terrible singing. Second thing is listen to what I'm actually trying to lift to. Yeah, so definitely not what I would normally consider lifting music. I have no idea what was going through my head here. It's definitely late at night. Went out to the pole barn a little bit later. But this is 455, and like I had said, the whole goal of this workout was to put this on here and at least get it for a single. And although that was slow, it felt really good, and I decided, you know what? Let's just go for it. Hey, look, hit 2. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's see if I can hit a triple. I'm not happy with the speed at all in these, but can I just push through it and do it?
Woo! World is sure to fade away again. Woo! Yeah.
All right. So enough of that. Go ahead and make fun of me if you want. But I figured I'd leave it in there so you guys can see some of the stuff that goes on when I'm by myself. And this was completely unplanned. I decided, let's just put 485 on there. Let's go for a all-time PR here. And again, slow, but the depth's good. Bar path was decent, and locked it out. It counts.
Slow.
So definitely really excited about that. That puts me 10 pounds away from my 5-plate goal. So that is really looking good for the end of the year. And to finish this off, went ahead and did some good mornings. This first one, I almost fell forward. I realized, I'm shaking my head there, I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I'm still wearing my raised heel shoes from the squatting, and it's causing me to lean forward on my toes a lot more than I would like. So I was fighting it through this entire set. And you'll see I kind of moved myself further away from the pulley. As I mentioned in the last video, when you go to the back of the rack, your butt's running up right into the pulley, and you're going to give yourself pulley wedgie. It's very uncomfortable. So trying to find the perfect spot to stand for these still. And definitely still feeling the stretch in the hamstring. I'm not ready to really go and add a whole bunch of weight to this yet. And I'm going to keep it slow, going to focus more on trying to improve the depth and really focus on building up the hamstrings. But I'll tell you, today is the next day. I have no hamstring soreness from this workout, which I'm kind of surprised. The last two workouts that I've done really focusing on the hamstrings have left me very sore. So that tells me that I'm already making improvements there, already making progress. Obviously, I set 3 different PRs for the squat tonight, so I think that this is working already. I didn't expect it to work that fast, but I think I've been neglecting the hip extension and the hamstring strength so much that just this little bit of focusing on it is making tons of improvement. So you can see there, I definitely put on the right shoes now. Got the Sambas out there. I like these a little bit better than Chuck Taylor's for doing some assistance movement when I don't want my feet to slip around. Chucks are great for deadlifting and a lot of static type lifting events. I do not like the fact that their grip is terrible. I tend to slip around. So I've taken to use Sambas for walking events, which were recommended by a couple strongmen. And now, because I like the grip so much better, I'm using them on a lot of the assistance exercise, definitely leg press, things like that, and bench press. Now I wanted to go in and do some glute ham raises. Still haven't managed to remember to take duct tape out to work on the pad here. But again, working on the behind the neck GHR here, working with 10 pounds, really trying to focus on building the hamstrings in this exercise through reps and weight. So earlier in the week, I definitely was working on this, trying to learn how to do it behind the head. Definitely had some trouble with that. It was very difficult, but I went ahead and did some with the 10 pounds, and then you can see here I'm already starting to get destroyed. But on this set, I started off with the 10-pound plate, and I went to the 25-pound plate. Now the 25-pound plate is what I used to use when I was holding it in front of me, and that was pretty close to the limit on what I could do. But I worked up to around 10 reps with the 25-pound plate, and after I did quite a few reps here with the 10-pound plate, I decided to pick up the 25-pound plate and see how it went. And let me tell you, this is definitely a shock. It's just so much more pressure. Just even stopping, you can see I didn't let my legs go all the way straight on these, and that's because I was so worried about falling forward or losing the weight because it was so much harder. This is my second set here on the leg extensions. And one of the things that I found with this machine I don't really like is the pulley system is designed that if your legs go all the way down, so making that 90-degree angle, there's actually no tension in the pulley. So you can see where I'm stopping, that's where the pulley tension stops. So I'm not getting as much movement as I would really hope. But that was 140 pounds. Felt pretty easy, felt pretty good. Just, again, getting some reps in there, making the knees feel good. And this time I decided to start with the 25-pound plate on the GHR. Definitely, since I've tried it, a lot easier starting with it fresh. and feeling a little bit more confident. So I'm allowing those legs to go almost all the way straight on the bottom. And the big difference between how I was doing the hybrid hyperextension GHRs and just your normal GHRs is you don't allow your back and your upper body to go straight down and then bring it back up in the hyperextension with the lower back. So each one of these I'm starting to get a little bit lower. You want to allow your back bend just a little bit so you can get a little bit more glute activation in the hip extension. But it was a little bit more than I should have been doing, I think, towards the end there. And just for fun, as I said, I wanted to see what kind of weight can I do on this. This is 250 pounds. And again, I'm showing there that at the bottom, it just all of the weight comes off the pulley and doesn't let me use that last little bit of extension there. But I think the maximum weight on this system is 250, which is what I have on there. So I have to check on that. But this is a fun workout, setting some squat PRs. So again, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for your support. Have a good one.